Well, it's the moment we've been waiting for. The wives of King Henry VIII are rocking out to take back history, or should we say her story. SIix the Musical is on stage at the Eccles in downtown Salt Lake. Joining me now is one of the queens, actor Zan Berube, who plays Anne Boleyn. Oh, okay. We just went and saw it. We have been raving about it. Seriously, it's one of those that you go and see and you cannot stop recommending.
Oh, good.
You can't rave about it enough.
Yay.
I am so happy to sit down with you.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Okay, if you don't know, this was huge on Broadway. I mean, it was up for all sorts of Tonys.
Yes.
Did win one.
Yes.
And it's now touring. You are in this North American tour, your first tour. Mm-hmm. Describe what the show is. If you're like, I've heard of it, but what exactly is it?
Totally. It's a retelling and a reclaiming of the 6 wives of Henry VIII, their story from their point of view. Instead of what history depicts them and Henry's point of view, it's them reclaiming their stories.
And done in a way that you would never expect.
Yeah, pop rock concert, baby.
So fun. And each girl is loosely based on pop stars that we know. So yeah. Anne Boleyn is who you play, but who was the inspiration?
My inspiration is Avril Lavigne and Miley Cyrus.
It was so much fun to see you up there. The punk rock shines through. And your comedic timing. You were hilarious.
Thank you.
How would you describe your character?
Oh my gosh, she is effortlessly herself. She commands the stage, takes the space, and isn't afraid to speak her mind.
I want to know a little bit about you. How did you get your start? Were you always interested in musical theater? And what was the trajectory getting to the tour?
Yeah, totally. My parents kind of got me into musical theater. I was kind of shy, and they wanted to make me meet more new people. So I started musical theater when I was like 10 years old, taking voice lessons with my aunt. And then I studied at Walnut Hill School for the Arts at the age of 13. And then I went to the University of Michigan to get my BFA in musical theater. And post-pandemic, I auditioned for SIix, and luckily I got the chance to tour the country with these amazing queens.
That's such a big deal, though, when you are up for something like this. That's
yeah.
such a buzz in the theater community and the Broadway community. So what was it like to get the word, yes, you are Anne?
Oh my gosh, I was thrilled. I was both terrified and so exciting. I couldn't believe I got to call my parents and say, you know, this is it, this is the one, right out of college. I'm so blessed.
And then touring, I mean, you're doing this show so many times a week. You've been touring for over a year and a half.
Yeah.
And do you ever get a little bored of it, or are you like, no, this is not lost on me?
It is never boring. No, the show is different every single night with every single audience. It's a different experience. We always say that the audience is the 7th cast member, so they really get us on our toes.
What was it like rehearsing and getting ready to take it on the road for that first time?
Thrilling. It was thrilling. It was my first experience back from COVID, and I get to share the space with so many incredible women on the creative team and the cast. We couldn't wait, and we love it every day still.
The whole cast is so strong, and each woman comes forward, has a solo. Mm-hmm. You also have group numbers.
Yes.
What does it feel like? I don't want to give away kind of how it wraps up and ends, but what is that feeling and how the audience reacts every night?
Oh, I love it. I love that one moment. If you come to the show, you'll know what I'm talking about, where the whole show flips on its head, and it's just thrilling to get to smile and see the audience's reaction.
I love looking at all of this footage. You were all stars. And hello, can we talk about the costumes?
Yes, Tony Award winning.
Look at those. I love them, and I love yours. That's you right there in the green.
Yes.
How have you liked performing for Salt Lake? How are our audiences here?
The audiences are fantastic. I can't wait. We're here for 2 whole weeks, so let's bring it on.
What do you want people to take away from the show?
I want them to feel like they're part of a community. You know, we call it the Queendom here at SIix, and when you come see the show, you are a part of that community celebrating history and its retelling.
Can you believe the buzz? I mean, people are super fans of this. Do they freak out to meet you and see you all actually live?
I freak out to meet them. I pinch myself every day when I walk out of the stage door and I get to meet the fans of the show.
Oh, I couldn't believe how much I loved the show. And I took my little boy, he's 7.5. He loved it so much. He keeps asking if he can come back again. So when you go, there's some souvenirs that you can buy. They have these really beautiful pins of all of your costumes. Yes. And I said, let's watch the show. Then we'll see who your favorite queen is. We'll come back and we'll get the pin of your favorite queen. So I just wanted to show you who his favorite was. That's you.
Yay, I'm honored. cried.
I'm telling you were so strong, such an incredible, talented performer. And you're sticking around. We're going to grab Saray, pull her in. She loved it too. And we're going to ask you a little bit more about what it's like to be on the road.
I can't wait.
All right.